about these Washington Commanders. Let me pull this up. I actually think that this is kind of hilarious because they kind of screwed this up.
Big time.
What was formerly known as the Washington football team is now the Washington Commanders. Now, at first sound of this, I thought, hey, not terrible. Not terrible. Then I started thinking of like, okay, so you're going to call them the Commanders, but what's like the short for that? And the first thing I thought was the Washington COMMIES, which is kind of
I was against everything Washington stands.
That's kind of the polar opposite of what we're trying to go for here.
I mean, to be fair, I know you said the rivalry's dead. The rivalry ain't dead anymore. We're talking about America's team pro-democracy versus the evil Russian Empire. We're going back to 80s propaganda, baby.
They got the red, the kind of burgundy. They got the burgundy and yellow. Yeah, kind of. You could say that's a USSR flag. Sure.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a hammer and sickle.
Just throw a hammer and sickle on there. There you go.
Throw a hammer and sickle on there, and you're good to go.
Matter of fact, they probably got one hidden in there.
What do you guys think of this situation with Washington? I mean, they are, in a very like abstract way, this is like the most self-destructive franchise in the NFL. Their stadium is completely garbage. 5 Points did a video on that, broke down all the problems with FedEx Stadium. The owner is a piece of shit. The league has basically had to cover up for them in a huge scandal, and basically erased half a million emails. At the same time, still got John Gruden on the way out. And now they've been forced to change their name because of, the backlash that, of course, after many decades, because there has been backlash for decades. This is not something that's new. A lot of Native Americans have talked about this with the Redskins name for a long time. Some saw it as an endearing, kind of, sign of respect. Some saw it as, an offensive thing. So, of course, with all the other shit that Dan Snyder did, this is what he was going to have to, that's what he's going to have to give up on. He's going to have to change the name. They go to the Washington football team. And in hindsight, I liked Washington football team because it kind of had a little bit of that Eurocentric feel to it, like how you have, football clubs in Europe, in the Premier League, in La Liga, in UEFA, the whatever football club. That's what they're called. And now on 2/2/22, same or this date that they put up, I guess like a couple months ago, that they would announce the name. It's the Commanders, and the Commanders is very generic. It's very, I feel like the design is fine, but it's like this is still an NFL team. They could have done a little better. I think the white uniform is shit. The white uniform doesn't even look like the other two.
The white uniform is just like meh. The black uniform looks like it's something, or the dark red looks like it's out of Arizona State. And then I remember looking at the red one, looks like it's out of Iowa State. It's like it just looks bland. And I think that's what Dan Snyder was looking for. He's just looking for people to forget about Washington and just make sure like this is his big plea to say, please don't make me sell the team. That's all this is. That's what everything the past 18 months has been.
So where does it actually like?
Is there a logo or is it everything?
The logo is just the W.
I think it's a W.
Just the W. Okay, I wasn't sure.
So the black uniform is just. I mean, it's fine.
Looks like
black. It's black. Every black looks good.
They're trying with that military vibe, but there's no red military group like the Russians. Are red.
They're commies.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to go like 18th century, maybe the British Army. But even then,
the British are coming.
The redcoats.
Anti-American.
The redcoats. I mean, this is
just like the British. We're going to march in a single file line and throw a few volleys and probably die.
They're going to sit there and stuff their muskets and wait for the command to actually shoot people.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring in
Yeah,
like a
I mean, it's
pocket
just-
passer quarterback, and he's got to reload every like 40 seconons of play clock. It's like, hold on,
The
I gotta
minute
reload
man.
my arm. Aim, fire, and it's
The
intercepted
minute man.
the other way. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, this is
The minute. I mean, I feel like they could have.
It doesn't
I feel like the
really roll
name
off the
could have
tongue.
been better.
doesn't roll off the
I
tongue
think-
at all.
Yeah, it doesn't really like roll off the tongue, and that whole commies thing. Ooh, that's not going to
Yeah.
age well for them.
No, it's not a good.
That's
Not
not
a
going
good
to
look.
age well for them.
I kind of like the matte red helmet. That's the only thing I like
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. I kind of like the matte. Let me go to.
But it looks kind of weird with the normal yellow. I don't know. It's crazy that they had 2 years and this is what they came up with.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they didn't really try. And then let's talk about the fact that, how many times did it get leaked before they actually released it? You have helicopters that had like zoomed into the FedEx Stadium and you could see what the name was a couple days ago.
Yeah. They
very weird.
knew it. It was already leaked. It was done. It was.
I was like, you think they're smart enough to just try to throw us off the scent? Nah. Nah.
I
said,
thought they were gonna kind of
"Hey,
do it.
it's
It's
the
like they'll do like a
Commanders."
fake
No,
name and then
we-
they'll reveal it. But,
Now, what about the W on the front of the helmet? That's new to me. That's a new thing. That looks weird.
I feel like it'd be better if it were near like the actual helmet name itself instead of that high up.
Yeah, it's like too high up, right? Like it should be right at the tip of the white.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be right there on the crown. Where you hit people.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
was
might
Like
be
a target, like a commander would do.
Yes. Like a
Now
dirty
there's,
ass commander who.
If
Or if you want to
cares
do
about
like,
winning.
W, then it's targeting. No pay
Yeah.
on the W, not targeting.
No.
or maybe if you wanted to do like the captain style, maybe like stars on the front of the helmet, so like,
Oh.
like a 4-star general or something like
Yeah.
that. Really play up the commander, or maybe like Roman style, where you have like the olive branch that's around the W is like maybe a symbol of the Senate. Maybe do that. Be creative. Don't just be like, oh, we're just gonna cut and paste something like
Some
that. That's
epaulets
totally really
on
good.
your shoulder there. I mean, there's a lot of shit they could do with like.
They got the 3-star. Maybe they could
Oh,
do
yeah,
their
yeah.
captain system with that, with this whole 3-star
Maybe.
shoulder thing.
Okay.
Maybe.
Years of service.
It's good.
The
There
team
you go.
formerly known as there we
Oh,
go.
thank you.
Dude, that's amazing.
Wow.
They
Meme
already
game
got
has been tight today. They have been getting so cooked on Twitter today. It has been ridiculous. They have
Holy
just
goodness.
they have been
I'm saving this.
cooked like
This
a
is the
poached
Patriots team.
egg.
All he needs is the Red Book of Mao, and that's a perfect match. Actually, you know what? Their next rebuild's going to be called the Great Leap Forward for that same reason.
L.
Oh.
Well, people are cooking them on now. These uniforms here were clean.
That dude has the
Yeah,
best.
they were nice. Those were really nice unis.
That's kind of sharp.
Those were nice.
I love
Jeez,
the
that
logo.
I'm surprised they haven't done the Jordan face.
Yo,
That's an old.
they
That's
are
an old
getting
meme.
cooked.
Though.
Yeah,
That's
that's
been
an
around
old one.
forever.
But
I
it's
want
perfect.
thinking it's
Oh
like,
my
you know-
god!
Washington comrades. It should be the
Let's do the
comrades.
football.
The comrades.
These are
What is going
football
on?
team. We play football.
Play football.